A little bit of editing in my college house. This is Discovery University Challenge, a minimum of 5 Sims in the same household, going to college together, try to get all A's. I've added this fountain here because the other one was like not really appropriate for indoors. Okay, so I have got everybody their task. They've got their confidence and happy and focused potions. She and he have to leave at 8 a.m. So he's going to come out here. He doesn't have to leave to give his presentation until 11. So he's going to practice and do a little bit of cram studying. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and wake her up and wake him up. And I will cheat I make them sleep. One thing I don't cheat is their sleep because they do need to sleep. But on day of, they should be well rested, but they did, I think, stay up late. Anywho's, so I need to make sure she is out here at 8 a.m. to go and give her presentation because he has class at 9:30 to give his presentation today. So that means because his class is at 9:30, he needs to leave at 8 to give the presentation before he has his class. That's the way I do it. Okay? And then she has 2 presentations. So that's going to be pretty hectic for her. So she's got to leave at 8, give her presentation, then she'll have enough time to take another. I do these potions right here, the confidence. It's basically a cheat because the game always gives negative motions. And I've watched other people's Discovery University, and I don't know if they just edit that part out, but I don't see them getting the negative buffs that mine do, and I'm just like, well, I don't know why, because I keep them happy. They're now recently got proposed to, and they're now all engaged, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and have her stop studying because they need to take this about an hour before they leave. About 2 hours before they leave. So I'll go ahead and have her do that. She can't go and give her presentation exactly until 8. And then I need to make sure their presentation is in their thing, which his is, and she has 2. So let me make sure she's got both of hers. Yeah, both of hers are in there, and they both have excellent quality on the presentation. All right. And she went and took her, she went and took an exam last term in her pajamas. And, that's so random because usually they will change their clothes before they go to school. And I don't know why she specifically did not. It's like, girlfriend, you're not going to listen to the presentation. So I really don't want them doing a presentation in their pajamas. Like, I think that it can actually go against their grade. So make sure she's dressed appropriately. Him also. I think they just do that just to troll you as a player. They do stuff like that. Like give you bad moods right before they take an exam, right? Anyways, make sure he is dressed appropriately. We're going to put him in a nice outfit, not his casual clothes. Yeah, I don't know about that tux. Gosh. This is kind of a nice outfit. I don't know. Should he dress that fancy? What the heck? Why not? Anyways, okay, so we'll go ahead and consider him done studying so he can take his dreams. Meanwhile, let me see who else needs to study. Okay, so this is Lenny, and he has class today at 1:30. So I'm going to go ahead and have him study since he has time for macroeconomics. And then he is already studying. And she has basically her 2 classes. She's already submitted her term paper. So I don't really know if she should study more for these classes. But I'm going to go ahead and have her studying for those classes. Actually, no. I'm going to have her drink these potions because she's leaving at 8. So I'm going to give her focus potion and then give her confidence because it's not, they only give them the negative mood when, this is how you get the potions, when they have an exam. That's like they feel nauseous and just sick to their stomach, and it can affect their grade. And like systematically, they just do that to all my Sims. All right. Okay, so let's see what her schedule is. This is Sally. She's got class, so I'm going to go ahead. She's already focused. She's in the zone, but I'm going to give her confidence potion and a happy potion. I saved the happy potion for the day of exam because that's when they get the barf and nauseous and anxious and yeah, and it may last right through their test and it can affect their grade. It's like, no, don't do that to me. Okay, so she's already drank her potions, so all right. But meanwhile, I think she doesn't really need to study because nah, I guess she could because she's already done her term paper, so I don't know what she goes to class for today other than to turn in her homework. That's basically what she's already done. And she's studied on, so they're good to go, right? I just need to make sure that she is not in her pajamas either. I was like, you are not going to school in your pajamas, girlfriend. Alright. So there's that. And Cherry's already changed her outfit. And she is in her outfit too. They normally do change, but they didn't last time. I just trusted that they would change, and then the day of exam, she didn't change. Cherry was like, I'm gonna go take my exam in my pajamas, and she did. She got an A, but I was just like, she was already done really well, thankfully. Okay, so this is Kenny's, so he's ready to go on that. He did his little practice session, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here. And he needs to leave at 8, I believe. No, he leaves at 11 to give his presentation, right? Okay, so he can study a little bit more. Did he drink his? I don't think he drank his confident potion. All right, so I'll have him drink some confidence potion. All right, we'll go ahead and have him do that. Actually, that's kind of early. We'll have him do that like at 9. Okay, I'm gonna have these guys go out here. They can kind of hang out a little bit, do their little cheer, make sure that they're in a good mood before they go to do their exam, right? Okay. Somebody else needs to leave. I actually wrote notes because I'm managing 6 Sims in this challenge. All right, let me look at my notes here. Okay, so Freddie and Cherry drink, Lenny and Kenny drink at 9 a.m. Let's see. Okay, so Sally has 8 a.m. class. And Cassie. So Sally and Cassie have, I believe, a class in 5 hours. Yeah, so she needs to go out here. And then, yeah, so they both have class. I want them all out here. Now, what'll happen is, because it's whenever they have, like, the last day where they have to do examinations or presentations, people will call, they'll come over, and you just have to basically make sure that your Sims... I'm going to go ahead and debug him because he's in cleanup mode, and I kind of, like, don't worry about it, buddy. Right. Alright, so I'll just have them kind of hanging out. And, yeah, just kind of, well, that wasn't what I was looking for. Alright, so, this is Cassie here. We'll go ahead and have him come out here. And that way, you know, they'll be in a good mood. Mood is so important on the day of the exam or presentation. Okay, so did he take his drink? From Cheerful Sims, I don't think he drank his drink. Maybe he did. Because it should show boosting confident happy plus. Okay, so it shows here that they drank a potion, but it doesn't show here that they are focused by potion. Confident from potion. So now they're all in a very good mood. Alright. I'm going to get them all out here. This is Cassie. That way everybody's in a good mood before they go do their test and their presentations and whatnot. Alright.
Tranjala Jabi and Zirpa Lombek. Hernos Karenzi. Funchil Broxa. I'll go.
They should be fine. The only thing I'm concerned about is the elective of Cherry. I could not for the life of me figure out what she should read when it comes to cross stitch. Normally you're supposed to read something extra that helps that skill that is in that class, and I couldn't find anything. Nothing. So I don't know how that's going to go. We'll just have to see. Okay, so I'm going to cancel once it gets close to 8. Okay, so I'll cancel all this. So when I give them the command to go do their presentations. Alright, so let me make sure that she has, because I think she's going to come back before she does her presentation, but she's got plenty of potions, so she's good. Alright, okay, it is time. As soon as it says 8 o'clock, because you can't do the presentations until it is 8 o'clock, then I will have her go give the presentation. Alright. Yay! Okay, so her presentation, the first one she needs to do is macroeconomics. And then she'll have a little bit of a break before that where she can take some more potions and then go ahead immediately and do her next presentation. So she's going to do 2 presentations back to back, right? And while they're gone doing their presentations, you can click on the mailbox and cheat their needs so that way they don't do something goofy like, okay, so it is now 8 o'clock. I'm not letting anybody leave until I give these instructions or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to click on her inventory, and her first class that she has to give a presentation is macroeconomics. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure you click on the right one. So this is cross stitch. This one is macroeconomics. I'm going to go ahead and click on give a final presentation. And then Freddie, just check and make sure that their homework is done, right? Which I've already done all that. By this time, you should have already checked that. Okay, so macroeconomics, I'm going to go ahead and give him the instruction to macroeconomics, give a final presentation. Alright, and then Cassie, I think she has class. 3 hours. Yeah, she needs to go to class. Alright, so these 3 are going, 4 actually, because they're going to give their presentation, and now these, Okay. She's going to give... okay, she's at class. 2 of them are at class. And then these 2 are giving presentation. Alright, now these 2 here... okay... I'm going to go ahead and have them study a little bit because they still have time. But I'll make sure they drink their drinks or whatever by 9 a.m. Okay, so macroeconomics, skill, logic, 6 hours, 2 days, 6 hours. Okay, so he's only got 1 for today. So I'm going to have him go ahead and study. And you'll get a notice that you can cram like an hour before the test or whatever. Is there still enough time? Whatever. Probably already got that notification. No, actually not on, only when there's an exam. But I'm going to have him, he's just going to turn in his homework basically. But I'm going to, just for extra, I'm going to have him go ahead and study. So that way, it just makes him score better on his presentation. Okay, and then this guy here, he's got class in 6 hours. So I'll go ahead and have him study logic. And once he reads that, we'll have him study for macroeconomics. And that'll keep them busy. You just have to make sure you go and click off of that, cancel that, because they will not end that task on their own. And if it's time for them to leave and you forget about it, yeah, they'll miss class completely, right? So they're both studying. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a cheat in case something negative happens while they're off to school. Just to keep their moods, whatever. They look like they're doing fine. So hopefully they'll get a good grade. That's the goal. I'm doing minimum, the Discovery to University Challenge, to have a minimum of 5 Sims in the house to complete a degree within 5 terms or less. And to get A's, try to get A average. And yeah, so that's the hard part, is trying to make sure they do everything they can. Okay, so to, get a good grade, getting the good grade, in addition to having 6 Sims. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a drink, focus potion, confident potion, and then have him go to the bathroom. I'm going to have him... oh, he didn't get to finish that. Yeah, he's not going to have enough time to finish this and do some studying. So we'll have him study a little bit. And then, let's see. Drink some confidence potion. Alright. They will leave at 11 a.m. Okay, they're done. Okay, let's see what it says. I hope it's good. She turned in her homework competently that class and squeezed every bit of knowledge she could out of it. That kind of effort will surely be great help to her final grade in the course. So that's a good response right here. Sally's paper's looking good at this point. Further editing won't improve. Okay, that's from... yeah, so they've already done their paperwork. It's already turned in. So there's that. Room lumbar. Okay, so I think they probably have one more homework. Let's see. Nope. She doesn't. Nope. So basically, I guess they're done. Oh, and they're back. And they don't have any homework. So hopefully they did good. Okay, so Cherry has to drink another drink. Confident potion. Because she has yet another. I'm going to make her go and do another presentation. As soon as it says, so she's still gone. So as soon as she gets done with that, she's going to drink some more. Okay, so he's back. Okay, so... Alright, so he went off to class. And so did she. Oh, no. So their stuff is... Okay, so no, actually, the class she's going to right now is the class where she's supposed to give her presentation. So she doesn't have anything to do in that class other than turn in her homework. Yet on... Okay, so these two, they have 2 exams tomorrow, right? So they need to do some more studying. She has 2 final exams. So I'm going to have her study for that and then also study for the other one. And then have her. And that way tonight, should be good to go. I'll have her come down here and study for... Oh, wait, she's got class in 2 hours. Yeah, if it ain't Baroque. Yeah, so she's got one more class today, so... Yeah, just make sure that she leaves in time. Alright. So I've got 2 of them that needs to leave at 11. And then she's got to leave at 11. So she's going to go cram. But she's already turned in her paper, so she's good. I'll have these guys. Alright, so I'll have him be done and come out here. And by the time they get here, time goes by so fast. Okay, so she's done. Have her come out here. That's Cassie. We'll have her... Alright. Uh-oh, the radio thing is broke. Okay, we'll turn that on to focus music. Alright. Get everybody out here. Okay, she's got class. Oh, she's... No, she's... She's done. For today, anyways. Okay, so here's Sally. We'll have her give him a good luck kiss. That way they'll be in a good mood when they go off. Alright, buddy. Okay, so I'm going to have him go ahead and go give his presentation, which is for today. Class in 2 days, class in 2 days, class in 3 hours. Okay, so I'm going to have him go give his macroeconomics presentation. Alright. It's Sally. Let's see. Class in 2 days, class in 2 days, and then she's got class tomorrow. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so she's going... Where is she at? Oh, Cassie. Oh, she's right here. Okay. And make sure that he is in good... Okay, so he's good. He's good to go. And then Lenny... Class in 3. I'm going to have him go ahead and give his presentation. And then he'll take himself to class when that time is done. He'll be done with his final presentation before his class starts. So he should be good. There's the mom. No, that's not our mom. That's their aunt. Okay. That's Max's sister-in-law. With Max is the triplets' dad. Okay. Cherry and Freddie are back. And these two are going to give their presentation. She's going off to class. And she's just now drinking her potion. Okay, let me make sure that... I think she has another presentation to give. Class in 2 days. Class in 23 hours. Gift presentation. Okay, so she needs to go ahead and leave and give her presentation. This one. So after she drinks her drinks, she's going to go do her presentation. Whew, that is a lot to keep up with. But it's going to be so sweet come graduation day, and hopefully it will work out. I've never had multiple Sims. I have to watch some videos to see. I saw one person had actually done, I think she did 8 Sims, and it was kind of wild though. They didn't all make good grades though, but that was actually a pretty good video. And so I don't know, like, how it turned out as far as the graduation ceremony. Anywho's, she's good, right? Okay. Oh no! Oh no! See what I'm saying? She's still studying. Class in 22, class in 2. Class in 2 days. Take final exam. Okay. And this annoys me with this particular sim because it keeps putting a moodlet on him that is not appropriate. It doesn't match his characteristics. He keeps wanting to buy things. He gets angry if they haven't admired something they just bought recently. And they're so stupid. Like, every day he has to buy something new. There's no trait anywhere. This is only the only sim. I have like almost 200 sims, like 175, 180, something like that. And no Sims act like that, right? So it's just annoying, and I don't know if I should just like delete him and then re-download him, and they would have to basically build up the relationship. But this is Freddy's uncle-in-law, and I may just do that. This is just so annoying though. Okay, I think everybody is good. I make sure that class in 2 days. Alright, so he's done. She's given her presentation. If it ain't Baroque class. Okay, so they're done for the day. All they do is study for the test tomorrow. Yep, they're all done. They're giving their presentation. Okay, so he's got this class after he gets done with this presentation. And he's got class after he gives this presentation. That's it. That is it. Tomorrow is the final exam. And that is the exams are the hardest part. So today was just submitting final terms, paper term or whatever, and presentations. The exams are the tricky ones because they always give you bad move buffs. People come over and try to distract them or like irritate them, make them in bad moods. They just troll your students basically. And so you're not just trying to make sure they're prepared for everything in every possible way, but then you have to fight off the trolls, the random Sims that come over and do stupid stuff to your Sims to aggravate them on the day of their exam. Yeah, that. All right. Okay, Freddy. Let me make sure that they don't have any fresh, brand new homework to do. No, he does not. They may have after they come back from their last class. They turned in their homework today, so they should be good. Whoop. Let me make sure she doesn't have... I can't check her thing. Because she's gone. Okay, they're all good. Yeah. She's right here. But they're supposed to be giving their presentation. But this is what they do. With the Sims that are giving their presentation, they just go off and stand somewhere near the house. It's so weird. It's like they're supposed to be giving a presentation right now. It's like they don't have any place to send them in the game. The developers didn't create. So this is like a rabbit hole. Okay, so they just stand here. This is where they return instead of going back to the house, right? So it has go home, but a lot of times they just get stuck over there. So if your Sims like disappear, then you have to bring them back. Because for whatever reason, that's just a bug in the game. It's kind of broken. So, let me see. Where's Freddy? Well, he's in a better mood. So, where is Freddy? Oh, there he is. Okay, so we'll have her go hang out with him. And that's Kenny. Alright. Now, hold up a second. What is she doing over here? Let me check her schedule, make sure she's not missing anything. Class in 2 days, take final exam. So these classes, they're done. Class in 2 days, homework complete. It says class in 2 days, but Tuesday and Thursday class is done. It'll just say that, so don't freak out when it says they have more class. They don't. It'll just say that because there's a Thursday left in the week, because I always start in the middle of the week so they can have the weekend to study, right? So I re-uploaded this house because I added this flower arranging table. I added curtains. I changed these curtains in the kitchen because the kitchen curtains were buggy. You know, they had like that glitchy look because these particular windows don't have any curtains that fit them. It's kind of so dumb that they give you windows with no curtains to match. So annoying. Anyways, if you know of curtains that would work with these particular windows, please advise. I know I could use mods, but I prefer not to use mods on build as little as possible. Like just like activity items, and like hair and stuff, toys. That's basically maybe some furniture, but the structure itself, I don't do mods or CC. I try not to. So these windows, I kind of like the way they look because I love bay windows. But I love these curtains right here. Those are pretty cool. And you can size them up and down. Like I sized them down to fit this window, which is a little bit different of a window. And then upstairs, I thought they worked okay in the bedroom. So, yeah, I kind of like those ivy curtains. They're kind of cool looking. All right. I think I'm done for this day. Okay, so he is now returned home. I think. Wait, is he not here? Oh, no, he's... Wow. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have him talk to Dee. This is future mother-in-law. I'm going to have... So, the thing about Dee is that I think she's already been asked to be a position. I have to write it down so I don't forget, because I have triplets that are getting married. So they're all going to be married at the same wedding. So I want to make sure that they aren't asked twice. So I'm going to have her be Sim of Honor. Dee is the first Sim I ever created. She is the mother of the triplets, and it's so cool that they now have a feature where you can ask permission of the parents to marry their child. I think that is so cool. She's like, yay! She's Sim of Honor. That's right. Now, the dad is already, he's the officiant. She's a Sim of Honor. And so one of the kids is, all right, let me see what's going on over here. Is a flower pal. So I have to keep track to make sure I don't add too many flower pals. I don't think there's a limit on flower pals, but so basically you can position them. I have them sitting. Okay, so he's off to class. Good deal. So I have them sitting. Uh-oh, see, he's not at class. Oh, because he's talking to her. Okay, so he's late. That might affect him. Oh no! He was supposed to go to class at 1:30 and he didn't go. That might hurt his grade. Daggone it. What? Yep, he's late. Oh no. But he's already done his presentation. He just has turned in his homework. But that may affect his grade. If they're late, it's his first time, so hopefully it will not affect him. I'm so disappointed. I got sidetracked by, the whole wedding thing. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. But he was a whole half hour late. That's bad. That's so bad. I hope it doesn't reduce his grade. Oh, please don't. So thankfully he already did his presentation for the day though. So there's that. But let me this is... Okay. I'm pretty sure that's the last one. Make sure Freddy's not missing anything. Birds are singing. Nope, that's it. So he was the last one. And thankfully, Kenny took himself to class. He went late. It says at class normally, and this just says at class. Aw. Okay. Alright. So let me double check and make sure that they don't have any homework. Nope. 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 Okay, so basically all they have to do is just study. Which I think she's already studying. Alright, so she's got silly strings. I'll have her study silly strings and flower arrangements. See, the other one's already grayed out. That means they're done with the class. Okay, so there's their dad. Yeah, aw. Wait, is that Hugo? Yeah, that's their uncle. Aw. Well, sorry, buddy. They're busy. Alright, so now they just need to study for their final exam. Class. So basically, today's Tuesday. So the classes that are on Wednesday is what they're going to be testing in. This she's done. So she just got one class tomorrow. So she just needs to study for silly string. Yeah. And then he's got final exam. He's got 2 final exams. So he needs to study for unconventional gardening. And then this one. So she's studying. All right. So that's it. That's all they gotta do is just study. Take their exams. That's it. They're done. And I'm not taking any breaks. At this time, I don't plan to take any breaks. Because... Okay, let's see what it says. He put in enough work to get a decent grade. Oh, this is not good. So this is not the message that you want. It says decent grade is like, you may get an A or B. Hopefully it will be an A. But out of that class, though he saw some other students seeming to learn more proactively, still Kenny thinks this will help with his final grade. So I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what more they could have done. It says, so all 3 of them got a so-so response. So I'm a little concerned about that. Hopefully it will be okay. Because they did get that. Like, this is what you want right here. That right there, that's the message you want. But he was late, so I don't know if that affected him. I don't know. I can't remember if the other one had been late or not, but definitely you don't want him being late. See, Cherry got a good mark, but Kenny and Lenny got a decent grade. Hers sounds like she did okay. And Cassie did okay too. But then down here, it says Cherry put enough to get a decent grade, so I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so he's got class tomorrow and 2 classes. So I'm just going to have them study. Alright, so modeling currency and unconventional gardening. So he needs to go down here and study. So I need to figure out how am I going to get all of these Sims to graduation together. How does that work with multiple Sims going to Discovery University at the same time to get people invited to their graduation? How does that even work? Because I don't even know. Alright. And then maybe read logic one more time. Let's see, she's got 1 more class. So she's reading silly strings. Silly strings and flower arrangement. And she's got modeling currency. That's it. She's just got 1 more class. Good deal. Okay, so I'll have her come over here and study for modeling currency, which uses the skill logic. So I will also have her research logic. So anything that they can do, I really want A's for these. Like, I want to do the very best in this challenge. Not just that I managed to get 6 Sims through a degree at the same time, right? And they got engaged. They had time on Sunday for going out to Hare Park and getting engaged. So, yeah, there's that. So stay tuned for the last day of all their exams, and we'll see how that goes and see how their grades go. And yeah, and we'll have an after party or whatever. So the next term, they're only going to take 2 classes each. So they'll have a little bit more free time to maybe plan for the wedding and invite people and stuff like that. But yeah, so they're doing the degree in 5 terms. 2 classes, 3 classes, 2 classes, 3 classes, and then the last one will be 2 classes. So this is their second term. They've had 3 classes. And so, oh hey, that's one of my Sims. I think, is that Luke? And so, yeah. Yep, that's Luke. So the next one will be only 2 classes. Alright, that's it. I hope you have a blessed day. Let me know if you've got any tips and you play Discover University. You've got any tips on how the graduation could go. How can I get people invited? How do you have multiple Sims go to graduation day at the same time? How does that work? If you know, please, I beg you, pretty please with sugar on top, will you share that information? Thank you.